And welcome inside the Millbrook Arena as we get set for Arenalacrosseleague action. It's the Paris RiverWolves versus the Peterborough Timbermen. I'm Scott Arnold, and this is the season kickoff game to the ALL East, and we are underway. RiverWolves with possession off the draw. They're going to get their offense out and set up the first offensive possession. Woodland moves it in. He'll set a pick. Goes over to the far side to Luke Robinson. And there's a shot, bit off angle from Cole Spear. Just misses the mark. Starting goaltenders. It's going to be Thomas Kiazik for the Timbermen. And at the far end for the RiverWolves, it's going to be Nolan Clayton. Timbermen with their first opportunity. Clayton makes the save off the shot from Gasparetti. RiverWolves back the other way. Jonathan McConvey. He'll head off to the bench. Leaves the ball for Durton. Davis Prince gets knocked down. Ball pops free. Battle ensues on the near boards. Up into the air. Picked up by the Timbermen. They're going to work it around. Slow the clock down. Moving through the middle with it, Fred Hartley. Hartley dishes it off to the side. There's a shot that goes wide. Clayton forced to make two big saves. And the Timbermen get possession back. Setting up with it on the far sides, Jared Downey. Out to Hartley. Hartley gets by one man. Shot through traffic. That hits a body in front. Cameron Simpson. Over the near side, scooped up by the captain, Brian Rice. Clayton gets a piece of that one. RiverWolves gain possession. They'll bring it through the center line. Pass into the corner. That was intended for Johnson. That goes off a stick. All the way back down into the RiverWolves end. Loose ball will be scooped up by Nick Baffia. Just has it momentarily. Now he's got full possession. Rolls it out towards the top. Scooped up by Ryan Patterson. Patterson dishes it off. He'll go to the bench. Timbermen waiting for their full offensive unit to get out there. Now they're all set up. Looking for some room down through the middle is Cole Hanrahan. He gets checked. Two RiverWolves take him down. And it's a 4-on-2 the other way. There's a shot in the first test by Kiazik. Forced to make that save. RiverWolves get a fresh 30 on the clock. It's Connor Scott to Davis Prince. Swings off a pick. He's got a lane. That hits a man in front. Ball doesn't make it towards the net. Goes off the boards, though. Eventually scooped up by Kiziak. Out towards the center with it. It's Riley Curtis. He gets checked hard. Double teamed along the near boards. RiverWolves come out with possession. Outlet pass down the floor, picked up by Hunter Agus. Agus sets a pick. Pass goes off into the corner. Far side dish for Woodland. He's trying to fight through. Bit of a tough angle shot. Still manages to get it on net. Good enough for the fresh 30-second reset. Hanging onto it on the far side's Andy Campbell. Tries to dish it off into the corner. That hits a body in front. Dale will bring it down for the Timbermen. Dale dishes it off into the middle to Corkery. Still with it. Down low, you hear the Timbermen bench yelling shot. They get one, fresh 30 if they can scoop it up. And they do. Ball gets knocked free. Good defense by the RiverWolves. They've got possession now. Looking for the long outlet pass. Scooped up by Owen Williams. Williams looks to the bench for some help. Finds Melnichenko. Mike Melnichenko dishes it off into the corner, sets a pick. Ball ends up with Prince at the top, who fires it off into the corner. Luke Robinson. He's looking for a hole, tries to dish it off to the far side. That gets picked off. It's Caleb Bingley. Bingley gets it down floor. Opportunity here. Bad angle shot finds the back of the net. And the Timbermen are able to get on the board first. Nice pass from Bingley. And then the finish on the far side. Not on our game sheet and not on the online score sheet. A late addition to the Timberwolves. First goal in the ALL, we know that much. He'll get the ball as a souvenir. But no 14 on the Timbermen roster. We'll look to see if that gets added as things go on. Even the timekeepers over there are asking the Timbermen bench who that was. They don't have him on the score sheet.
Goal. Scorer number 14, Nathan
Shusky with the goal. Bingley with the assist. And Timbermen looking to add to things. Rice with the ball. Far side over to Hanrahan. Back to Rice. Nice give and go. And a save by Nolan Clayton. RiverWolves will bring it back up the other way. It's Dawson Brown. Looks behind him. Outlet pass over to Durton, who relays it over to the far side. Is Campbell trying to muscle his way through. Gets a shot off. RiverWolves with the reset. They can't get possession, though. Timbermen back the other way. 3-on-2 opportunity. Gasparetti dishes it off into the middle to Simpson. That one's saved by Clayton once again. Both teams getting fresh legs out there. RiverWolves will slow things down. It's Agus. Everybody getting a touch right now is Woodland. Swings off a pick, goes far side. Shot through traffic. That hits a couple sticks. Hits the mesh into the crowd. Back the other way come the Timbermen. Good opportunity, and Clayton makes the save on Baffia. Just the one goal by Clayton. He's made some good saves. Delayed call. Clayton will head to the bench for the extra attacker. It'll be high sticking to the Timbermen once they touch this. Unless the RiverWolves score here with the extra man out. It's Robinson. Over to Woodland. Into the middle to Spear. Spear hanging on to things, playing some catch with both of his shooters. There's the shot from Woodland. And that goes off the end boards, an over and back call, which will bring out the penalty. It'll be Blaze White heading off to the box for the Timbermen, so the first power play of this season will go to the RiverWolves. So they'll get to set it up deep into the Timbermen zone. Trailing 1-0. Just over 8.5 minutes left in this opening quarter. RiverWolves spread out on this power play, just working it around the outside. Woodland shoots and scores. A nice heavy overhand shot. A great passing sequence from the Rivermen. Everybody getting a touch. And then finally, Curtis Woodland was able to swing off a pick. He found an open lane to shoot from, and just a classic overhand shot. Was able to find the back of the net into the bottom corner. And it's a power play marker that ties this one up at 1. That didn't take long on the man advantage at all. First possession on that power play. Ball loose off the face-off. Nice win from the RiverWolves. This is Brett Hanser knocking that loose ball back down. Keeping possession for the RiverWolves. Josh Rex. Rex into the corner to Robinson. Robinson trying to find an opening. He's forced behind the net. Little flip pass to get out of harm's way. Through to the middle, nice dish off. As the captain, Kyle Dawson, trying to get the second goal for the RiverWolves, and the long outlet pass from Thomas Kiziak. The goaltender goes off the ceiling here, so that'll be possession right back to the RiverWolves. All the momentum is with them right now after that power play goal. They're looking to take their first lead of the game. Woodland, the lone goal scorer. He's got it behind the net, tries a dunk goal, shoots and scores. A highlight reel marker from Woodland, his second in a row, as the RiverWolves take a 2-1 lead. Loose ball bounced off the end boards. Woodland played it perfectly off the bounce. Made it look like he was going to go behind the net. Switched direction and took off with the dunk. 2-1. RiverWolves leading this one. 8.5 left to go. They've got the draw off the possession, but moving violation off that face-off gives things back to the Timberwolves. Bragg with it. That shot goes off the end boards, picked up by Clayton. Looks down floor. Finds the stick of Dawson Brown. Brown out to Prince. Prince one-on-one with his man. Swings out to the top. Shot through traffic. That goes off the end boards. And that'll be our first break and officials timeout with the RiverWolves leading the Timbermen 2-1. And we're back on the other side of the officials' timeout. RiverWolves hanging on to the 2-1 lead. Timbermen with the ball right now, but a great defensive play by the RiverWolves. Scooped right back up by the Timbermen. And now to the RiverWolves. So lots of broken plays here. Nobody able to pick it up. Now the RiverWolves will grab possession. They trailed 1-0, and then a power play goal tied things up. And then Woodland would get his second of the game just moments ago. He's got the ball once again. Pass just misses the mark off the boards. Woodland scoops it up just for a split second, but the goaltender, Thomas Kiesiak, able to make the big plays. He'll move the ball down floor. Setting up on offense are the Timbermen. Hanrahan on the far side. Dishes it off through the crowd. That shot hits a couple bodies in front from Riley Curtis. 5 to go on the shot clock. There's a shot on the run by Rice. Just trying to get the reset at that point, so no problem on the save for Thomas Clayton. Mitch Gustafson. Down into the corner. That pass hits a body in front, but recovered by Melnichenko. Melnichenko through the crowd into the middle, and a shot from Josh Rex that just misses the mark. And the Timbermen looking for the equalizer. Quick stick opportunity as that one rings off the iron. Jared Downey with a nice opportunity. Timbermen get the reset and the rebound. Downey almost a hockey shot as he tried to one-time that one in. RiverWolves back the other way. Campbell out to Woodland looking for the hat trick. Saved by Kiesiak. Possession back towards the Timbermen. No wasting time here. Quick transition back the other way. And it's Curtis. Simpson now looking for the swim move. Gets around his man, but is met by 2 more RiverWolves. Took 3 guys to take him down right at the top of the crease. Hustling up the floors, Mitch Gustafson. Gustafson taking a couple whacks. He'll go into the middle, set a pick, creates an opening for a pass to go over to the far side to Melnichenko. Melnichenko trying to find a lane down the middle. Underhand shot on the run. Scooped up on the rebound by Dale. Timberman, 2-on-1 opportunity and a big save as Blaze White was left all alone on the doorstep. Nolan Clayton stands him up. The RiverWolves looking for a 2-goal lead, but great defense from the Timbermen. Back the other way. Partial breakaway, and that shot goes just wide of the net from Parker Sands. Rice scoops it up. He's got 2 bodies on him. The Timbermen will reset things. Schultzke, the lone goal scorer, dishes it off to Simpson, heads to the bench. 7 to go on the shot clock. That one does go off the goaltender, Clayton. Still loose in the corner. They're going to give possession to the RiverWolves, saying that Cameron Simpson ran through the crease, took a shortcut to try and get that loose ball, and at the other end, Campbell takes full advantage, a bounce shot as Kiziak unable to anticipate where that was coming from. Bounce shot's the hardest shot to stop in lacrosse. Never know where it's coming from, as Andy Campbell gives the RiverWolves a 2-goal lead. RiverWolves gain possession in their own end, and then just a long outlet pass into the stick of Campbell, who took advantage of that transition. Timbermen will have the ball. 3:15 left to go in the first quarter. Timbermen trying to cut the lead to 1. Pass through traffic, goes off the boards. Picked up right at the top of the crease by Connor Scott. He can't get out of his zone. A double team knocks the ball free. Gives it right back to the Timbermen. Just momentarily, though, as RiverWolves get it right back. Dawson Brown. Across center. Here's an opportunity right through the crease, and what a save from Kiziak. Timbermen are going to have a delayed call here. They'll be on the power play. As soon as the RiverWolves touch this, extra attacker on the floor. Rice with it at the top. There's the shot, and Nolan Clayton, he stretches up to make that save. Slashing will be the call. So the first man advantage for the Timbermen. We saw a power play goal earlier in the game from the RiverWolves. That's what gave them the 2-1 lead and swung momentum their way. Timbermen are hoping to take advantage on this power play as well. Rice will quarterback things at the top. Ball being worked around the outside. Back to Rice at the top. Rice just dishing it off, waiting for that hole, and he finds it. And it's the captain, Brian Rice. A power play marker just 14 seconds into the man advantage makes it a 3-2 game. Timbermen still trailing, but a big power play goal. Rice, who was quarterbacking that power play, was just playing some catch with both his shooters, working it around, waiting for the RiverWolves defense to open up a bit. And as soon as he found a hole, he stepped in and unloaded that shot. Good battle off the face-off. Timberman will grab it once again. It's Bingley. Nathan Schulte being checked off into the corner. Now the ball just goes right into the crease. No problem for the goaltender, Nolan Clayton, to pick that one up, but the 8-second count couldn't get it across that line and out of their zone, which gives the ball right back to the Timbermen. Simpson being checked hard, so he's forced to dish it off. Hartley. There's a shot on the run. A nice look from the outside from Spencer Corkery. Back the other way come the RiverWolves. They thought about driving towards the net. Timberman broke that off pretty quick with a nice line change. Waiting for two RiverWolves to join the fray on offense. There they are coming out of the gate. Davis Prince over the far side. Nice heavy shot from Melnichenko. That one ends up in the crowd. Went off the goaltender though, Kiziak. So RiverWolves will get the fresh 30. Robinson. Right at the top of the crease, he gets knocked down. Tries to get a shot off, couldn't. Ball still up in the air. 3-on-0 opportunity for the Timbermen. Top corner goal from Jake Gasparetti. Good defense from the Timberwolves, and then a 3-on-0 opportunity. Gasparetti just takes it down himself the entire way, and he'll get the souvenir ball for his first Arenalacrosseleague goal. You always remember your first, but when it's a nice breakaway goal like that, it's just a little more special. He had all the time in the world, I think the goaltender, Nolan Clayton, might have been waiting for a fake, but that ball just got launched in the top corner. So tied up after that Gasparetti goal. 3-3. 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Hartley with the ball. Looking for some cutters through the middle. Doesn't see any, so takes it all himself. That shot hits a stick in front. Pressure! Looking to pick it up is Hanser. He's being double teamed, though, so the Timbermen able to get the ball right back. No reset, though, as the RiverWolves never had possession of that ball. There's the reset, but no rebound. The RiverWolves hang on to the ball. Last offensive possession for them. 5 seconds left to go. Long pass intended to find the man into the middle, and that'll do it for the first quarter. So after the Timbermen open the scoring, and then 3 unanswered from the RiverWolves, the Timbermen are able to get 2 back late in the quarter, and it's a tie 3-3 game after 1. Second quarter action coming up here. The Arenalacrosseleague, the Paris RiverWolves, and the Peterborough Timbermen all knotted up at 3. The RiverWolves with an opportunity right off the face-off scores. A clean face-off win. And then the bury from Brett Hanser. Just 5 seconds into the second quarter restores the RiverWolves lead. Just a perfectly won face-off. And then Hanser takes right off down the floor. Had an option to dish, but he just took it right down that middle lane to find the back of the net. Timberman with the ball off the faceoff, looking to do the same, and Nolan Clayton with the big save. Wouldn't that have been something? 2 back-to-back goals to start the second, but Nolan Clayton with the save, and the RiverWolves will come back the other way. Triple team action. RiverWolves still with the ball. What a play from Cole Spear to keep that alive, but then the pass goes off the sideboards, gets picked up by the Timbermen anyhow. Let's go, Loggers! All that work on the triple team, and then they end up losing the ball. Rice down into the corner, flipped out to the front. There's an opportunity, but another big save from Nolan Clayton. Quick transition. And there's another goal. 2 quick goals in the opening minute from the RiverWolves. And the finish, this time from Hunter Agus. So the RiverWolves, as soon as they got the ball in the Timberman zone, they took off, wasting no time on that transition. And Hunter Agus gets the dish right at the side of the crease, and he's able to bury that one. And it's 5-3 for the RiverWolves. Timbermen looking to get one back. This is the position they were in the first quarter. Down by a pair. They ended up getting 2 late goals in the half to tie this one up. Ball still alive, rolling down. Waiting for the full offense to get out there. They were hesitating, thinking maybe the RiverWolves would get the ball back, which now they do. Nolan Clayton looking down floor for that long outlet pass. Goes all the way into the corner. Loose ball battle ensues. Coming out of the pile with it is Kyle Dawson. Dawson, the captain, dishes it off. Luke Robinson, what a goal as he spins. Manages to get a shot off as he's falling down. And it is 6-3 just like that. 3 goals in the opening 3 minutes of this second quarter. All the work done by the captain, Kyle Dawson. He wins the loose ball battle into the corner. He's able to swing it around to Robinson, who looked like he was going to be down and out, but somehow still manages to get that shot off to find the back of the net. So 6-3 RiverWolves just like that to start this second quarter. Timbermen with the ball.
By number 18.
Bounce shot opportunity. As it was Gasparetti looking for his second goal, but
From Brown.
gets knocked into the crease after. Ball awarded to the RiverWolves. Looking to add to their 3-goal lead. Woodland, who had the opening 2 goals for the RiverWolves, dishes it off to Campbell. Campbell tries a little drop pass through the traffic. Back the other way were the Timberwolves if they could have handled that pass, but it ends up going into the crease of Clayton. The RiverWolves retain possession. The nice chunk of time on the shot clock, 20 seconds. Woodland sneaks through 2 defenders, gets a shot off. Can't beat the goaltender, Kiziak. Long pass down the floor to Horn. Horn with the flip pass to Lowe's. Lowe's looking for some help off the bench. That's where he's trying to go himself. Hanrahan. Pass to the far side. Flipped into the middle. That hits a stick in the top, picked up by the RiverWolves. It'll be Owen Williams bringing it down floor. Right at the top of the crease. Looked like he was tiptoeing and staying outside, but referee right there to make the call. Giving the ball right back to the Timbermen. Trailing by 3, looking for their first goal of this second quarter. And another pass off the mark. 2-on-2. And a goal into the back of the net. A nice pass. And then a great finish by Hanser, who gets his second of the quarter. Nice 2-on-2 play. McConvey took it down most of the way and then dishes it over to Brett Hanser, who finishes it off, and it's a 7-3 lead for the RiverWolves. Just getting set back up here for the face-off. So the Timbermen will need to regroup. 4 unanswered goals to start this second quarter, and the RiverWolves have the ball right back. Gustafson dishes it off. And it's Robinson with the ball. Robinson looking for his second of the quarter. Shot's good enough for the reset, so RiverWolves will retain possession, but a good pickoff down the middle. Here come the Timbermen. Gasparetti. Saw him score on a breakaway goal last quarter. 3-on-0 breakaway. Don't see those too often. That was his first goal of the Arenalacrosseleague. Good passing from the Timbermen, but Clayton makes the big save once again, and long pass from Campbell ends up going off the ceiling. Nathan Schultzke moves it to Simpson. Simpson being double-teamed. Ball gets knocked free. Good defense once again as Campbell brings it up floor. Thought about passing for a second. Now he's going to bring it up. Give and go dish to the side of the crease, and that gets picked off by Kizik, the goaltender. Long pass down to Bingley. Bingley finds an opening. Great play, but the shot goes just wide of the net. Good offense there from Bingley. Usually we see his good plays on the back end, but showing that he's got the mitts as well. And the RiverWolves fail to get it over that line within the 8 seconds that are allotted. So Hanrahan will have the ball for the Timbermen. Looking to stop the bleeding from the RiverWolves after that 4-goal unanswered run to start this quarter. A little moving pick down through the middle, gives the ball back to Paris. They're being told from the coaching staff to slow it down. And they're just going to let everybody get a touch right now. Working it around the outside, Woodland with it. There's a pass to the front, but a big save by Kizik. Some nice ball movement from the RiverWolves. Everybody getting a touch. Schultzke dishes the ball to Rice. Over to Simpson. Simpson goes far side. 10 to go on the shot clock as there's a nice reset and a rebound. Two good back-to-back opportunities by Curtis, and Nolan Clayton makes both saves. Over center, down to Woodland. Woodland's all alone on the near side. He swings around off a Campbell pick. Timbermen, quick transition back the other way. Simpson. That pass was intended for him, but it gets picked off by Blaze White. Out to Campbell. Campbell couldn't get that shot on the mark, but the ball will go right back to the Timbermen anyhow. Nice little give and go. But Lowe's right on the crease area. Gives that ball back to the RiverWolves. They're going to hustle down. Double team from the Timberwolves. RiverWolves run out of harm's way. It's Josh Rex. Out to the top. Penalty down into the middle to the Timbermen. It's one of the RiverWolves was knocked down. Goaltender Nolan Clayton hustles off to the bench for the extra man. Good enough for the reset. They're running out of time on that shot clock, so that was a big reset with the extra man on the floor for the delayed penalty. Feels like a power play right now for the RiverWolves as they work it around. Every player touching the ball before that shot comes from the outside from Spear. Misses the mark. 8 to go on the shot clock. Looking for a cutter through the middle. Timberman finally able to touch that ball after a long offensive possession from the RiverWolves with the extra attacker out there. We saw the RiverWolves take their first lead with a power play goal in that first quarter. And we're going to see a timeout being called from the Timbermen, so we'll take a timeout ourselves. The RiverWolves just waiting for Nolan Clayton to head back. And it was Paris who had taken that timeout. Looks like it was the Timbermen who singled it, but the RiverWolves had called that one as they're looking to add to their 7-3 lead on the man advantage. Woodland will quarterback things at the top. Body checking the call against Bingley. And there's a goal, a power play marker. Finished right from the side of the net, Davis Prince. Just 12 seconds into the man advantage, and the RiverWolves have a 5-goal lead. It's 8-3. So whatever play Coach Jamie Dubrick dialed up on that timeout certainly worked. It's the RiverWolves with some nice ball movement, working it around the outside, and then a feed down to Davis Prince, who is waiting right at the side of the crease. As soon as it went into his stick, he released it right into the net. So we went into this quarter 3-3, and now 5 unanswered goals for the RiverWolves. Has made this an 8-3 game. Great battle off this face-off. Referees letting it go. They're right in there to see it's loose, so they keep it alive. Still battling. That'll be an interference possession call as some frustrations out on the floor. RiverWolves will get possession. Woodland. Off the bench was Melnichenko getting that pass. Flipped up to Schultzky. Schultzky heads off to the far side where the bench is. Leaves the ball for Downey. Downey into Hartley. Swinging off of Picks, hand go through 2 defenders and a great opportunity, but Nolan Clayton with the big save. Gets a piece of it with his foot. Ball loose all the way back down into the other end. And there's a interference possession call. So RiverWolves with possession. They still have their defensive unit out there, so they'll get that all changed up. Campbell. Campbell gets around his man, down into the corner. Nice pass down low, but Kiezek with the save. Timberman with a nice transition opportunity, but Sands unable to get that one on the net as he was getting checked at the same time as he released the shot. Kyle Dawson with it at the other end. Ball gets knocked out to the top. Josh Rex with it. Rex dishes to the far side, tries to set a pick down through the middle. Pass bounces off to the far side, picked up by Durston. Durston fighting off a man, somehow gets a backhand shot off out of nowhere. Kizik with the save. One-on-one back the other way. Gasparetti decides to turn out, wait for some help. That was a good play. Realized he couldn't get the shot off. Simpson now being isolated on the near side. Out to the top. Rice, the captain, setting a pick through the middle. Lets that shot go from Riley Curtis rather. Off a nice pick by Rice. The RiverWolves will set things up at the other end. Hanser has a pair of goals this quarter. He needs a rest though. He goes off to the bench. Melnichenko with the ball. Prince feeds it off into the corner. Shot coming from the outside, out of the stick of Andy Campbell. And a 2-on-2 back the other way. Baffia has a clear lane if he beats his man. He's forced to pull out. The Timbermen with 15 left on the shot clock. Downey pushes off his man. Pass over to the far side. And there's a shot from Rice. Rebound, and Clayton with a highlight reel stop. Crease ball anyhow. But Clayton with a huge save. RiverWolves. They have the only goals in this second quarter. Tied at 3 going into this quarter, and it is 8-3 now. Good defense from the Timbermen. Ball picked up. Sam Trumbull. Trumbull to Hartley. That one goes off the iron. Fresh 30 on the clock, though. That's the good news for the Timbermen. And a moving pick called. Paris back the other way. They're going to slow things down. It's Robinson, who had that highlight reel goal a little earlier. Moves it out to Woodland. Curtis Woodland being double teamed, as he should be the way he's been playing tonight. The Prince on the far side. Looked like he was going to shoot, but he dished it off right to the side to Melnichenko. Back the other way, the Timbermen trying to get that loose ball. Nolan Clayton, the goaltender, ends up with it. Crossing over center is Hanser to Woodland. Woodland uses Hanser as a screen off that pick. Stays in play. Hanser spins and shoots. Kizik with the save. Short outlet pass to Dale. Dale tries to pass it up, and that gets picked off. Big, heavy shot from the top of the crease from Mitch Gustafson. And a too many men call. You can see the extra bodies out there right now, but RiverWolves arguing that that extra body was already in the change box, that white box you see in front of the bench. They're not going to win that argument. They need to send somebody over to the box. Mitch Gustafson looks like he'll be the man heading off. He's hesitating, though. He starts walking back towards the bench. And now they're able to send somebody over, so a man advantage here for the Timbermen. And it'll be the captain, Rice, starting things off. Timbermen working around the outside. Downey to Rice. Shot coming from a bad angle. That misses the mark.
Clean it up.
Fresh 30, though, if they do pick it up. So a break for the Timbermen off that rebound. Rice. Backhand pass over to Curtis, who's set up in that shooter position. He gets his own rebound. Back out to Rice. to Downey. Rice slides down over to Hanrahan on the far side. He looks for Rice through the middle. That shot just misses the mark and goes out of bounds and hits a few of the players who are not dressed. Long outlet pass intended for the man off the bench, and what a play as Robinson. Looked like that pass was wide and does a one-hand grab, spins, and gets that shot off. And Downey will set things up. Still 50 seconds left to work with on the man advantage. Rice with the ball. Tries to feed it down low to Hanrahan. That gets picked off, but Timbermen able to recover. 5 to go on the shot clock. Bad angle for Rice, just looking for the reset. Gets it. But can the Timbermen get the rebound? They can't. 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Last minute in the second quarter. Another nice play by Robinson, who's just finding these openings and making some circus-like plays. So Timbermen with their last opportunity on this man advantage. 10 to go on the power play. There's a shot from Curtis that finds the back of the net. A power play marker with 5 seconds left to go in the man advantage. And the Timbermen finally able to stop that 5 unanswered goal run that started right at the beginning of this second quarter. It was just a quick ball movement play, and then the finish on a heavy rocket of a shot from Curtis. As time was about to expire on that power play, Curtis just put everything behind that one. 32.9 seconds left to go. And the Timbermen are going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick break ourselves. The RiverWolves leading the Timbermen 8-4. So on the heels of that Timbermen timeout, with just under 30 seconds left to go in this first half, Downey with the ball, looking for a late one. Goaltender on the bench, so they'll use most of this clock, looking for that final shot. The way the RiverWolves transition game has been going, you don't want to risk them getting the ball back at this point in time. So Downey will make some movement here shortly. Now we go to the near side. Hanrahan to Simpson. Behind the net to Rice. Rice circles out, finds Simpson. Shot ends up going right off the leg of Hunter Angus, and that'll do it for the first half, as the Paris RiverWolves knock off 5 unanswered goals to start that second quarter. A late one from the Timbermen brings them to within 4, and it's an 8-4 RiverWolves lead at the end of the half. We'll be back with third quarter action. You're watching the Arenalacrosseleague. Here at Millbrook Arena, Paris RiverWolves hanging on to an 8-4 lead after an explosive second quarter for them that started off with 5 unanswered goals before the Timbermen were able to respond with 1. RiverWolves with the ball off the opening face-off. Campbell with it. Swings it out to the top to Prince. Prince getting forced out towards the outside. He's going to have to dish it off. 10 to go on the shot clock. Moves it over to Campbell. Campbell trying to set a pick to create an opening. Is Davis on the ground in front. Woodland reaches for that ball just as the 30-second shot clock expires. And the Timbermen will come back down the other way. Gasparetti saw him score that nice goal in that opening half. Curtis has it. Out to Hartley. Hartley. That shot hits a body in front. Scooped up by Curtis. Nice save from Nolan Clayton. And a bit of a collision at the top of the crease. They're going to come back down the other way, the RiverWolves. It's Gustafson. Being checked hard by Rice. Gets around him. Finds an opening. And that shot ends up off into the corner. Fresh 30 if the RiverWolves can scoop it up. Nobody able to grab it now. As picked up by Schwaltzky. It'll be the captain, Brian Rice. looking for some help off the bench. Hanrahan diving through and gets knocked into the crease. Clayton makes the save anyhow. He's made some big ones here. Davis Prince has 1 goal. Over to Woodland, who has 3 goals here in this game. Back out to Prince, down low to Woodland. RiverWolves trying to open up the middle, and Woodland being double teamed again as the 30-second shot clock is about to expire. Timbermen get it right back. It'll be Curtis. Curtis spins off a couple picks, tries to dish it off. That hits a stick in front, goes off the sideboards. RiverWolves scoop it back up, and the Timbermen get it right back. Fresh 30 on the clock, but only 2 offensive players out there. RiverWolves didn't think that should have been a reset, but still 15 to go on that shot clock as Downey finds a hole through the middle. Clayton with a save. Rebound by Simpson goes off into the corner. Another reset for the Timbermen. Looking to cut this lead, and a great dish from Curtis. Down low to Spencer Corkery. That's the first goal of this third quarter, as Curtis does all the work at the top. And they'll get that ball as a souvenir, as it's Spencer Corkery's first goal of the Arena Lacrosse League. We've seen several firsts here in this season opening game. 8-5. So after a 5-goal run from the RiverWolves in that last quarter, 2 unanswered from the Timbermen. And they've got the ball off the ensuing face-off. Gasparetti. Out to the top to Hartley. Back to Gasparetti. Simpson with it now. Simpson through the middle to Gasparetti. That gets picked off. RiverWolves are going to hustle down floor. They've got to make it over within the 8 seconds. Timbermen get the ball back. Jake Gasparetti. Flip pass. Barely stays in play. Nice play by Hartley. Down to Gasparetti. Into the middle to Hartley, and that one gets bobbled. Picked up by Clayton, who looks down floor. And it's going to be Dawson Brown. Dawson Brown spinning around his man. Out to the top, scores. Cole Spear from long distance is able to find that top corner. Transition goal from the RiverWolves. Dawson Brown getting it down floor. And then it's Cole Spear with the finish into that top corner. So the RiverWolves get one back, and they quickly restore their 9-5 lead. Goal scorer for the RiverWolves tonight. Woodland's got the hat trick. Robertson has one. Brett Hanser has a pair. Davis Prince, Andy Campbell with singles, and then Cole Spear with that last one. And they've got the ball once again. It's Woodland. Woodland over to Prince. Prince keeps it on the near side over to Robinson. Robinson to Woodland for the quick stick. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. As Robinson goes behind the net, looking for some cutters through the middle. Takes it himself. Little backhand pass intended for Woodland, but he had a couple guys all over him. As the shot clock expires, the RiverWolves fail to get a shot on net. Timbermen back the other way. Their goal scorers are Brian Rice, Spencer Corkery, Riley Curtis, Jake Gasparetti, and Nathan Schultzke. RiverWolves defense doing some work, getting that ball back. 3-on-2 opportunity, shot through the crowd by Hunter Agus. Pass intended for Hartley, that gets bobbled, ends up right into the crease. Picked up by Clayton. Down floor. McKenvey. Pass ends up going over and back. So the Timbermen catch a break. And they'll get to set up deep inside the RiverWolves zone. Fresh 30 on the clock. Pass intended for Rice, and that gets picked off. Nice defensive play. Little bad angle shot coming from the outside by Dawson Brown after that fantastic defensive play. The Timbermen looking to cut this lead once again. Curtis jumps through the crease and be a crease violation. Doesn't get the shot off anyhow. Owen Williams. Over onto the near side, Cole Spear. Saw him get his first goal just moments ago. To Robinson. Back out to Spear. Looks to the far side, finds an opening, and they just can't solve the goaltender, Kiazik. Gasparetti. Into the corner. Finds a man cutting through the middle. A great dish to Downey, and that one saved by Clayton. Simpson with the rebound. Back over to Downey, who will get himself situated. Flip pass to Curtis.
Let's go, Loggers!
Hartley over to Curtis. That shot just misses the mark. Ends up hitting the ceiling, according to the referee, and quick discretion. I was going to say, I didn't think that hit the ceiling, but after a brief discussion, referees see it the same way, and the Timbermen get the ball back. They'll remain on offensive possession. Rice over to Simpson. There's a shot on the run. Clayton makes the save, but Simpson able to scoop it up. Fresh 30 on the clock. Little dunk attempt from the backside. Clayton stands him up. Long outlet pass. That was intended for Hanser. And it'll be Dale bringing it across center. Over to Downey. To Hartley. Timbermen down by 4. Hartley through the middle, and that gets picked off. And we're going to see a penalty behind the play. Slashing will be the call. Connor Scott heading off to the box. So the Timbermen, who already have one power play goal in this game, will look to set things up again. And it'll be Rice, the captain, quarterbacking the power play. He had that goal on the earlier man advantage from a shot from the top.
There is penalty to number 12, Connor Scott.
So the Timbermen just working it around the outside.
Time of that penalty,
Similar to that last power play when Rice eventually shot it. This time, though, it ends up into the corner. Loose ball battle ensues, picked up by the RiverWolves. And they'll hustle down floor. There's a slash. The Timbermen are going to get a penalty. It'll be a trip, the official call. As Hanrahan not happy with that call, he slams the gate. 28 seconds into the man advantage, it gets canceled out, and we'll see some 4-on-4 lacrosse. There's a bit of extra floor space out there with Robinson starting things off. He'll move the ball. Woodland with it. Over to Rex. Back over to Woodland.
2 minutes for tripping.
Out to Robinson. Robinson gets a shot off. Kiesic makes that save. To Rice. Rice one-on-one with his man. Waits for some help. Still a minute left of 4-on-4 lacrosse. Hartley. Hartley finds an opening, makes a move, and scores. What a goal from Fred Hartley. Doing it all by himself. Using that extra floor space on the 4-on-4. He was waiting for some cutters on the far side or for something to happen, and nothing came his way, so Hartley decides, I'll do it all by myself. Blows by his man, finds that open lane, and the nice bury to beat Nolan Clayton. That makes it a 9-6 game. RiverWolves still leading. It's Timbermen trying to claw their way back in. A big face-off win, and there's going to be a penalty too, as Gasparetti realizes that now, sees the referee's arm up.
Peterborough goal.
And he makes the smart play and waits for the extra attacker with a goaltender on the bench. So it'll be 5-on-4 at the moment. And the Timbermen wasting a bit of time making one more line change. Now everybody's out. There's Rice. They still need one more man. There's the fifth man as Rice whips one right past Clayton. Cuts the lead to 2. The Timbermen with a bit of a scramble on their line change. They hadn't sent that fifth man out yet, but they didn't need it. As Rice gets his second goal from pretty much the same spot he scored his first. Just uses a screen from that top. And a big, heavy shot. Clayton got a piece of it, but it wasn't enough. So 9-7 RiverWolves lead. A big quarter from the Timbermen right now. They're outscoring the RiverWolves 3-1 in this third quarter. Still 4-on-4 for 22 more seconds. And then we'll see a brief power play on the tail end of the 4-on-4. And that will be to the RiverWolves once the 4-on-4 ends. And there's a nice shot saved by Kiesic. Gasparetti, he scoops it up. Out to Bragg. Bragg finds Simpson off the bench, and now the Timbermen will be down a man as Gasparetti trying to find an opening on the near corner. Long outlet pass into the stick of McConvey. McConvey uses a screen, rips one off the iron, and it makes a great defensive play. What a shift for Jonathan McConvey. Davis Prince with the ball, looks behind him to see there's 5 seconds left on the man advantage. Campbell with it. Out to Robinson, over to Woodland. Back to even strength. Woodland finds an opening, tries to go down low. And that'll end up off into the crowd. And so it'll be RiverWolves ball when we return on the other side of this break. They've got a 9-7 lead over the Timbermen. This is the Arenalacrosseleague. After that timeout, RiverWolves with the ball. It'll be Campbell to Robinson. To Prince. He tries to find Woodland. Woodland thought he had it. Now he does. Moves it over. Pass intended for Robinson. That just misses the mark. Picked up by Rice. And Rice will get on his horse. He takes off. Shot looking for the hat-trick goal. And that goes right off the RiverWolves logo on Nolan Clayton's jersey. Gustafson. Down to Spear. Spear out to Woodland. Works it around to the far side. As Melnichenko, he tries to find an opening. Ball's loose. RiverWolves do get the fresh 30. Cole Spear. Spear looking for a cutter through the middle. Pass was intended for Kyle Dawson. Misses the mark. Picked up by Woodland, who draws a penalty. And Woodland tries to get that shot off in the front, and a body-checking penalty will go against the Timbermen. Trying to plead his case. Nathan Schultzke just looking for an explanation, so he knows why he's sent to the box, but 2 minutes does go up on the board. RiverWolves looking to put themselves in double digits, up 9-7 right now over the Timbermen. Davis Prince fakes the backhand pass. Now he dishes it to Robinson. Back out to Prince, to Woodland. Prince was going to set a pick for him. He wasn't ready for that pass. Coming back the other way, it's Parker Sands. Sands with a shot. Clayton with a huge save. RiverWolves quickly back up the other way. Long outlet pass. Misses the mark as Josh Rex was looking for the high pass. It ends up going in the other direction down low. The Timbermen are just going to delay as much of this as they can. They don't care how much time runs off right now. They want that penalty killed. Long pass up the floor. And it's going to be Curtis. Timbermen just slowing things down. They're happy to kill this. Only a 2-goal deficit right now. They want to get back to 5-on-5. They'll certainly take advantage if a shot does come their way, as Curtis did right there, but just misses the mark. No time left on the shot clock from long distance. A desperation shot from Hartley. With .1 left to go on the shot clock. Nobody expecting that shot to be on target. But Hartley had other ideas, picking up his second goal of this quarter. A short-handed marker. Hartley just outside of the RiverWolves bench, knowing there was no time left on that shot clock. Just trying to get it on net, hoping for a desperation reset. And he ends up wiring it right into the back of the net.
Peterborough, short-handed goal, scored by number 22.
RiverWolves win the face-off, ringing it off the iron was Mitch Gustafson. Clayton comes out of his crease to play that one. To Hunter Agus, who moves it up to Woodland. Woodland over to Campbell. To Woodland. To Robinson. Robinson rips one. Kiesik with the save. Didn't know where it was for a second. Referee lets him gain control of it. Up to Gasparetti. Robinson keeping a close eye on him as Gasparetti's shot goes wide. River was back up the other way. Still 15 seconds left to go on their power play as Davis Prince picks it up. A one-goal game now. And we're going to see a too many men call. Coach Jamie Dubrick saying he was in the box, meaning that change box in front of the bench, but again, he's not going to win that argument, as we've seen all night. Campbell trying to plead his case as well with the referee. So with 8 seconds left to go in the Timbermen penalty, we're going to see some 4-on-4 action. And then the Timbermen will have a nice chunk of power play time as they trail by 1. And Rice quarterbacking things at the top. He's got 2 goals tonight. And now a power play for the Timbermen for 1:45. Hanrahan with the ball. Rice steps into one, moves the pass, and a big heavy shot from the outside from Curtis. Good enough for the reset. Rice with the ball into Hanrahan. Hanrahan steps out, and that ends up hitting his own man, Curtis, right in the back where there's no padding. You could hear that from up here. Back the other way come the RiverWolves on transition. They almost get a shorthanded goal. Timbermen get the ball right back. Be Sam Trumbull to Simpson. Simpson waiting for some help on the offense. Burned off half the shot clock. Waiting for that line change. Rice. Down low to Hartley, and it's the hat-trick goal for Fred Hartley. All in this quarter. He's got an even strength goal, a shorthanded goal, and now a power play goal. The trifecta of goals for Fred Hartley. And this is just some nice ball movement from the Timbermen. Rice quarterbacking things at the top. And then Hartley takes advantage on the near side, finding an opening with that nice shot to tie this one up at 9. What a quarter for Fred Hartley.
Peterborough, power play goal, Timberman number 22, Fred Hartley. Assist by number 24.
RiverWolves get the ball as we're back to 5-on-5. Hanser with it. Didn't fully have it though, as it just ended up rolling into the crease to Kiesik. It'll be Gasparetti. Over to the far side. Blaze White. Down to Simpson, if he can handle it. RiverWolves can't control it either. Still loose on the near side. Coming out of the pile with it's going to be Connor Scott. Connor Scott will slow down things. 40 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Campbell. Over to Cole Spear. Back to Woodland. Woodland finds a lane. Can't find the back of the net though. And the Timberman with the ball. Parker Sands. Sands comes off a little partial pick. Wasn't fully set, but it was enough to create some room for Sands. Under 15 seconds left to go in this third quarter. RiverWolves with one last opportunity. Shot from way outside. Mike Melnichenko with just 5.4 seconds left to go restores the RiverWolves lead late in this third quarter. I think everybody thought that he was going to wait for the offense to set up, but Melnichenko had other ideas in mind. 3 red jerseys in front of him, and he decides to rip it from long distance, way outside. And it just sailed right into the back of the net. A heavy shot from Melnichenko. And that'll do it for this third quarter. One final shot at the buzzer. Would have been too late anyway, even if it did find the net. So a late goal from the RiverWolves restores their lead. They're up 10-9 over the Timbermen. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Fourth quarter action coming up here at Millbrook Arena. The Paris RiverWolves with a 10-9 lead over the Timbermen. You can hear the Let's Go Timbermen chants from the fans. Fresh off the Santa Claus parade that was going on just before the game. So a few extra bodies in the arena who are enjoying the parade, now enjoying the game as the Timbermen almost tie things up right off the face-off. The RiverWolves get called for back in. It's a fresh 30 for the Timbermen. Nathan Schultzke moves it off to Curtis. Backhand pass down low. That was intended for Spencer Corkery, but ends up getting picked up by the RiverWolves. Pass picked off by Rice. What a play. Over to Curtis. His bounce shot misses the mark. Hits that mesh just behind the net. RiverWolves, who had that late goal to give them the 10-9 lead in the end of that third quarter, will set up on offense. Looking for some more. There's a save off of Josh Rex. Timberman back up the other way, looking for the equalizer. Crossing through center with it is Ryan Pavich. Pavich one-on-one with his man. Or pardon me, it's Sam Trumbull of the Timbermen with that opportunity. The Timbermen looking to get in double digits as Simpson from the far side trying to get that pass, but it ends up going off into the corner, out of play. Mitch Gustafson, he's being checked hard. Out towards center, scooped up by Melnichenko, who had that late goal at the end of the third period. The third quarter with about 10 seconds left to go. It was a late one. They're going to say that went out of bounds, giving things back to the RiverWolves. Timberman looking for an explanation, but they need to get back on defense. RiverWolves, though, confused themselves. Someone's got to go back and get the ball. It'll be Mike Melnichenko. Melnichenko. Shot from the outside, trying to do that long-distance magic once again. It's Parker Sands trying to guard that loose ball out of the corner. He's fighting with it as Connor Scott comes out for Paris. Coming through center is McConvey. Leaves the ball for Davis Prince. Campbell. He's got an opening. That shot goes off the goaltender, Giesick, as well as the iron. So they'll get the reset. Woodland had the opening 2 goals for the RiverWolves as Campbell rings one off the iron. So another reset for the RiverWolves. Shot from the outside, Woodland misses the mark, and Timbermen get whistled down. It looked like the Timbermen were going to have a breakaway. Coaches are up asking why. Seeing if we can get an explanation. Tough to understand what the referee was saying there, but Timbermen coaching staff laughing at whatever the explanation was. That was a strange one. So what could have been a breakaway for the Timbermen ends up just being an offensive possession. And now the ball goes off into their bench, giving things back to the RiverWolves. 3-3 after the first quarter. And then it was 8-4 RiverWolves at the end of the half. 10-9 at the end of the third quarter, and that's where we stand right now. As there was an extra lacrosse ball out on the floor. And now referees over at the timekeeper's box, seeing how much time ran off that clock. Would have been only a couple seconds lost. Still the 2 seconds back on the clock. Both coaches are fine with that. Now the RiverWolves looking to add to their lead. Woodland circling around. Goes to the far side to Robinson. His shot is saved by Kiazik. Now loose ball battle into the corner. Nobody's able to get control of it. And then now the referee will finally blow things down and give the ball to the RiverWolves. Woodland to Prince. Prince takes a whack, draws a penalty. Takes another whack. Goaltender on the bench for the extra attacker. 6-on-5. Still 13 to go on the shot clock. It's Davis. Prince tries to find a man behind the net. It was Robinson waiting there, and doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. RiverWolves will hang on to the ball. Fresh 30 up on the clock with a man advantage. So slashing call sends the Timbermen to the penalty box. No goals yet in this fourth quarter. It'll be Robinson this time, quarterbacking things at the top of the power play. Dishes it over to Woodland. Back out to Robinson at the top. To Prince. That hits Bragg out front. Campbell down low. Campbell a no-look pass to Woodland, and that finds the back of the net. 21 seconds into the power play. Some great ball movement from the RiverWolves. And it's Cole Spear on that far side. And you can see him looking towards the top as if he was going to pass it back out to the top man, which was Robinson, and instead it's a no-look dish down to that far side. So a power play marker restores that 2-goal lead. And now the RiverWolves with the ball off the ensuing face-off. That's the 4th goal for Curtis Woodland. Back up the floor, Schwaltzky. To Curtis. Over to Downey. Downey bobbles that one. RiverWolves can't handle the loose ball either. They had it for enough time, though, that the 30-second shot clock reset. White with the ball. Shot coming from Curtis. They're saying goaltender did get a piece of it, so a reset and no over and back. As Curtis will jog things down. Curtis gets by one man, but it's met by another. Over to Hanrahan. His shot misses the mark, goes out of bounds. It'll be Gustafson. Waiting for the referee to blow things in. Now we're all set. Pass a little too high, intended for Melnichenko. Timbermen quickly back down the other way. An opportunity for them to get something going as Holden Lowe's circles out of harm's way. To Simpson. Simpson trying to fight his way down the middle lane, splits two defenders, spins free again and rings one off the iron. Good enough for the reset. So Timbermen working it around the outside. Simpson all alone on the near side. Gets some help for Rice, who sets a pick, but they're saying the pick was a little too heavy and calling an illegal cross-check on it as well. So the captain, Rice, will head off for 2 minutes. And the RiverWolves, hanging on to a 2-goal lead, go to work on another man advantage. Saw that nice power play goal the last time they were out. Curtis Woodland picking up his 4th goal on that man advantage. Robertson setting things up at the top. They're going to stack the near side. There's Woodland out to Robinson. Back to Woodland. Dishes off into the middle. Nice backhand shot by Jordan Durston. So Davis Prince over to Woodland, to Robinson at the top. Robinson steps in, tries a backhand pass, and that's picked off by Bragg, who loses his bucket. He's forced to go to the bench, which leaves a 2-on-1 opportunity. Woodland with the ball and just misses the mark. They're saying it hit the ceiling. Gasparetti over to Hartley, who had 3 goals in that third quarter. The RiverWolves trying to get that ball back. Nobody can handle it. It's all the way back down into the Timbermen zone, where it's scooped up by Nathan Schwaltzky to Downey. Just under a minute left to kill for the Timbermen. Schwaltzky being double teamed right now triple teamed, and the ball gets knocked free. A nice stick check from Mitch Gustafson, who is coming through the middle. So still on the power play for 30 more seconds are the RiverWolves. Robinson with the ball over to Woodland. Woodland and Robinson playing some catch. Robinson steps in and scores. Another power play marker makes it 12-9. It's Curtis Woodland will get the assist on that one. Robinson will get awarded the goal. You can see them just playing back and forth toss, Luke Robinson and Curtis Woodland, and then finally Robinson just sidesteps his way down low and then eventually just unloads that shot. 21 seconds left in the man advantage. The RiverWolves up by 3 as we're back to 5-on-5 even strength because of that goal. Bad angle shot, no problem for Nolan Clayton. Owen Williams. Down low to Spear. Spear trying to pick it up. He's being double teamed. Ball gets knocked free. Parker Sands. Timberman waiting for the offensive unit to get out as Hartley, who had that hat trick in the third quarter. Not just any hat trick. He had an even strength, shorthanded, and a power play goal. Not often that happens as Hanrahan dives through and scores. A highlight reel goal by Cole Hanrahan after Simpson makes the beautiful dish, taking several hits along the way. And once again, it's a 2-goal game. RiverWolves still leading. It's 12-10. Great effort from Simpson. Takes a couple heavy cross checks. Gets that ball down to Hanrahan for the beautiful diving goal. So 8:47 left to go in regulation time. RiverWolves with a big face-off win. It's Gustafson. He soaks up a big hit after right near the Timberman bench.
Transition. Time not goal.
Campbell
8-20.
bulldozes his way down towards the middle. Tries to find Robinson on the side of the crease. Timbermen are able to pick it up after a couple bounces. It's Nathan Schwaltzky. He draws a penalty. Rice immediately signals down back to their end, makes sure the goaltender heads off onto the bench for the extra attacker, and they'll have a good chunk of time to work with. Now they're in need of a shot. 3 to go on the shot clock, and a quick stick fire from the side of the crease. The extra man out there, and seconds ticking down on that shot clock. White buries one from the side. Just a great pass down low. White was parked. Nobody on him as there's the extra attacker out there for the delayed call. And just a heavy quick stick from White. He made sure he got everything on that one. A 1-goal game. That is White's first goal of this one.
RiverWolves, number
Face-off win.
Assistant number 24, Brian Rice. Number 26, Riley Curtis. Parker from Rice and Curtis. Time not goal, 9-10.
Dawson Brown. Working it around, trying to get around the net as Robinson. He dives through, gets knocked into the crease. Timeout called. We're going to take a quick break. Paris RiverWolves leading the Timbermen 12-11 here from the Millbrook Arena. 12-11 the score here at Millbrook Arena. The Paris RiverWolves hanging on to the 1-goal lead over the Peterborough Timbermen. Under 10 minutes left to go in regulation time. Downey grabs a nice one-handed pass. Just misses the mark. Over and back call. Paris will quickly set up on offense. Back and forth action in this game. The biggest span was in that second quarter when the RiverWolves came out with 5 unanswered goals that the Timbermen had to claw their way back from, and another goal from the side of the net. Again, coming from Spear. Paris RiverWolves restore their 2-goal lead. It's Spear parked right on the side. He's able to hammer it home. Good dish through traffic. There's a lot of bodies in the way, but somehow that pass made its way through to Spear. And a quick release from him right at the edge of the crease.
Number 3, Davis Prince. Assist number 7, Mike Malachenko. Prince and Malachenko. Time not goal, 9:49.
Bingley gets called for stepping into the crease, so back the other way. RiverWolves looking for more on offense. 2-goal lead right now, 13-11. Woodland with the ball. He's got 4 goals in this one. As his shot is saved. Nobody able to pick it up yet. And a good loose ball from the captain, Kyle Dawson. Dishes off to Woodland. Davis Prince gets picked off. Back the other way comes Rice. That just misses the mark. Still loose. Right near the Timberman bench. Eventually picked up by Connor Scott. Spear with it. Moves it out to Mike Melnichenko. Melnichenko trying to spread out the offense by moving towards the boards. Over to Spear on that far side. To Prince. To Campbell. Fights through his man and scores. Andy Campbell just bulldozes his way through traffic. And it's 14-11 RiverWolves. Campbell, a big, strong offensive player. Possibly the biggest guy in this league. Shows his strength right there as he spins through, knocks a man down, and just wires that one home. That's a big goal for the RiverWolves. RiverWolves again winning that face-off. Gustafson has been almost perfect in the draw. Spear. Out to Woodland. Shot clock just went off. Now it's back on. Didn't matter anyway as Timbermen get the ball right back. Bringing it down the floor. Sam Trumbull trying to find Sands in the middle. Trumbull scoops it back up. Hartley. Looking for some cutters. Goes to Hanrahan on the far side. Hanrahan spins. Had an opening on the near side, but looks like it hit a body on the way. Time running out for the Timbermen. See if the RiverWolves try to kill off some of this clock. 3-goal lead, less than 3 minutes left to go. Shot from Robinson. No problem from Kiazik. To Rice, the captain. Gets a shot off, didn't get everything behind it though as he had a man all over him. Hunter Agus. To Woodland. To Agus at the top. Campbell to Prince. Woodland through traffic. Nice little underhand shot. So Timbermen pretty much need to score on every possession right now to get back into this one. Simpson, his shot scores. And that didn't take long at all. It's the Timbermen able to move that ball up quickly. And Simpson, knowing there's not much time left in this game, doesn't bother setting up the offense, just takes advantage of the broken play and fires it home for his first goal of this game. It's down by 2, just under 2 minutes left to go. So the Timbermen get one back. Gustafson, though, has been tough to beat on the faceoffs. This is where having a good faceoff guy comes in key. As Gustafson gets tripped up. Bragg shows some nice sportsmanship after, though. It's on Gustafson. He didn't mean to. Make sure he's okay. Timberman with the ball. Pass intended for Downey. That gets picked off, and Downey has to be careful. He's getting away with a few whacks. Timberman wanted a penalty behind the play. They're looking at something else off ball. You can hear Coach Sullivan having some words with the referee. Play resumes, though, as Melnichenko gets taken down. Sam Trumbull. Shot from the outside. That'll be an over a back as we enter the last minute of play in regulation time. Joe Sullivan still having some words with the referee. He wanted a high stick back on that last play. Prince. As the RiverWolves have the offense spread out, trying to kill off some of this clock as Woodland sets a heavy pick on Horn. That'll be a moving pick. Timberman back the other way. Pass intended for Rice, a little too high. Still rolling around, and referees letting things go now. Hanrahan. Watch for the goaltender to head to the bench. Now he does for the extra attacker. Simpson, nice swim move and a great pick by Hanrahan, but big save from Clayton. Hartley trying to fight for the ball. Eventually scooped up by Spencer Corkery. Corkery's shot goes wide, and the 30-second shot clock expires. Just 15 left to go. Goaltender back into the net. Timbermen need a miracle here as that shot goes wide. Timberman ball, but only 5 seconds left to go. So this one is all but over. A good comeback attempt from the Timbermen after they found themselves down in that first half. But they couldn't complete the comeback in the end, losing to the RiverWolves 14-12. A big game for Curtis Woodland. He had 4 goals. Cole Spear with a pair, Brett Hanser with a pair. Big goal from Mike Melnichenko, though, late in that third quarter, which restored the lead for the RiverWolves, and they never looked back. Fred Hartley, big offensive game on the other side of things. He had the hat trick with a full-strength goal, a shorthanded goal, and a power play goal. And Nolan Clayton, the goaltender for the RiverWolves, the big difference, making some huge saves down the stretch. That'll do it for us here at the Millbrook Arena as the RiverWolves have taken this one 14-12. I'm Scott Arnold. You've been watching the Arena Lacrosse League.